Hi everyone, it's great to see you. We are going to be planting up sweet pea seeds today, and I actually started this process 6 days ago. So let me tell you what we're doing with these trays, and then I'll tell you a little bit about what's happened thus far. I ended up ordering some deep planters. These are root trainers and they come stacked like this. When you get them, you fold them in half and they sort of snap together, and then you have to fill them up. So I'm just going to I'm actually using some potting mix and not seed starter here, and that is absolutely fine. I've already gotten it moist, and I'm gonna stop about an inch and a half from the top, because sweet pea seeds like to be planted about an inch to an inch and a half deep. So not like our little coleus that just gets sprinkled on top. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna take off these gloves. And let me tell you about what we've done so far. So 6 days ago, I had recently watched the Impatient Gardener's sweet pea video. So you probably should watch that one too. If you're planting sweet peas, she's the expert. And there's some debate. I've seen a lot of different YouTube videos, whether you should soak your sweet pea seeds, whether you should just plant them, whether you should nick that hard outer covering. The sweet pea seeds look like little dried peas, little round seeds. They're pretty big, but they do have a thick coating. And so the idea is we want to get them going and germinating quickly, but that can be tricky. So Erin from Impatient Gardener, thank you so much, Erin, for all your fabulous videos, recommended using this method, where you take damp paper towels and you put the sweet peas in between and you get them to start germinating. And this helps them not to rot, because they're not just soaking in the water, but it does give them that little starch. Now, she said leave them for 3 days. I left them for 3 days. I checked them and they hadn't done anything. So now I'm up to 6 days and this is it. This is where we are headed. And as we go, okay, so let's see here. This is how I want them to look. Very carefully, I'm going to pick him up here. I'm going to put him on the black. And we have a root starting, and I can tell it's the root because it's white and it has little root hairs coming from it. And we have the actual little sprout. And I'm going to bury this entire thing just like this, root down, sprout up, and I still have my little pea seed there. Now these two, one looks like it might be starting, the other one doesn't. I'm gonna plant them anyway, just in case, and these are the sweet pea My Navy. Now I ordered these sweet peas from my Dahlia house. No, not my Dahlia house, from the Dahlia house. And first time I've ordered from them, they came in these cute little envelopes, and oh, they look gorgeous. Next year I will order a little earlier than I did this year, because I didn't have quite as big a selection, but they're still gorgeous. And oh, look at these. All of these have germinated. This is great. I just love seeing how cute they look sprouted. So very carefully. Sweet peas do not like to be disturbed. So the reason I'm using the root trainers here are, once they grow and start growing, the roots follow these little ridges, and they follow the ridges down. They have very deep roots. So if you don't have the root trainers with the ridges to get them going down, they start like going all side to side, and they'll try to, go through your paper pots. So you need the root trainers for these. And then these, you just open up and you carefully put them in the ground or the pot when you're ready, and you don't disturb the roots, because once they're going, that's how they're gonna do. And I want them to do the best they can. Okay, that one stuck to the paper towel a bit, but that's okay. Oh, this looks really good. I was worried when I saw the first two on top that hadn't sprouted, but we have plenty of little sprouts here. And hopefully by getting them started this way, this will give them a better chance at going. So let's get these, the My Navies, planted. Okay, so I have my root trainers here. They have a space here, so I'm going to take one of these cute little guys, drop it in, and then gently fill around it. And yes, I'm covering it all the way in. It will continue sending its little sprout all the way up, so I'm not too worried. It's really just delicate work here. Now, I think I'm going to take these seeds that don't look like they did well, and I'm just going to stick them in the corners here. They probably won't come up, but hey, if they do, then I have 2 in that spot, and that will be just fine. Okay. Little tiny sweet peas. So sweet peas are known for their wonderful fragrance. And I don't know if I've ever smelled a sweet pea before, but I am looking forward to it this year. They also are a vining flower, so they will climb up something. I am honestly not quite sure what they're going to be climbing up yet, but that is okay. Let's see here. This one isn't doing great, but I'm just gonna stick him in. We could luck out. And I'm gonna put this one in here and cover them in. And another one in the corner. Oh, it's so much fun to see them already sprouted. Okay, so these 5 are going to be the My Navy sweet pea. It's more of a dark purple, very, very pretty. Now with your sweet peas, they are cut and come again. So you want to make sure that you are cutting these out, using them in a floral arrangement, even just a little bud vase, so that they bloom and bloom throughout the season. Okay, then we have the sweet pea Kingfisher. Take a look on the screen. Oh, I forgot one, baby. I'm sorry. Okay, let's fit him in. We're gonna put him right here. He looks good too. Okay, little sweet pea. There we go. So if I look back now at the video, these 6 are My Navies. This is Kingfisher, another gorgeous one. You can tell I'm going with that pink and purple color scheme. Of course, these are annuals here, so they will bloom through the summer. I'll cut on them, just use them to look beautiful in the garden. They are cool weather plants, so they don't mind being, actually they like to be sown in cooler weather. Okay, and here I'm just gonna take these carefully off. Okay. They're looking good. So far we have one that hasn't germinated, but all the rest have. Oh, and that one is really squishy and soft. That is not one to plant. If you get a real squishy, soft one, not good. So we can just throw that one. But most of these, amazing. I'm so happy. And they actually are rooted in pretty well. I probably should have waited 5 days, 4 days instead of 6, but that's okay. We all do what we can. And this one's right into the paper towel. I'm just gonna plant part of the paper towel with it. You can always do that. Paper towel will disintegrate. Okay, so let's put these in here. This is the sweet pea Bix, and there are twice as many of this type, and it's a mix actually. So we're gonna have sort of a whole bunch of sweet peas that are all pinks, purples. We won't know what they are, but they will look good together. That's the important thing. Okay, and we peel back that. Oh, Now this is very interesting. This one like completely disintegrated, so we're not gonna use that. But this looks good, this one looks good. This is good, this one didn't do anything. Okay. You know, and that can happen no matter how you're sprouting these or if you're not sprouting them ahead of time. Okay. The paper towel. Okay, and I have 2 rows that are still left here, so who knows what I might decide to plant there, but this will be fine for now. So these are the 3 peas. Adorable. Okay, we are all planted up. More seeds to watch them grow, and these will be beautiful. And hopefully you're getting nicer weather than I am here so that you can be out in your garden already, because I can't wait. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.